Seniors still have a few more months to make sure they have all their credits and requirements for graduation. It's why schools won't know their 2024 graduation rate until later in the year. What we do know is that many schools in our area expect an improvement in graduation rates this year.
Hi, Ms. Jarrett.
Leanna Hudson will only be walking the halls of Washington High School for a couple more weeks.
I'm very excited. Can't wait to be on my next chapter.
Soon, the South Bend senior will be walking the graduation stage to get her diploma, along with the rest of the 2024 graduating class.
I'm going to Ancilla for veterinary nursing, 1 in 20 program. I'm very proud of that.
Hudson is going places because she's put in the work. And South Bend school leaders say district-wide, its work is paying off as well.
But we did home visits. Our principals called parents. Our counselors made sure that students had what they needed. But we really worked hard at a granular approach because this has been nearly a decade that our graduation rates have been stagnant. And this is one of the most important things we do.
The South Bend Community School Corporation saw a big jump in its 2023 graduation rate compared to 2022. Look, in 2022, about 75% of South Bend seniors got their high school diploma. In 2023, nearly 85% of South Bend seniors graduated. And Superintendent Todd Cummings says this year the numbers look promising.
We're on track for a state average graduation rate. And again, every single month, our folks are working really hard. We're still counting credits. We're making sure we get students over the line.
Many other school districts in our area also saw an increase in graduation rates. Mishawaka went from a 77% graduation rate in 2022 to nearly 86% in 2023. Middlebury saw its graduation rate go from 85% in 2022 to nearly 97% in 2023. Goshen saw an uptick too. There are some school districts who either remained steady or dropped. Plymouth held steady at 85% this year over last year, but Elkhart, Bremen, and Argus saw slight declines. Statewide, the graduation rate increased 2.5 percentage points from 86% in 2022 to just under 89% in 2023. And according to state data, 2023 was the third highest graduation rate since Indiana started keeping track in 2012. And more good news, the graduation rate for key groups like Black and Hispanic students, students in special ed, and students receiving free and reduced price meals also saw big increases.
Well, it was focus.
In South Bend, school leaders say the district's 10% increase in graduation rates is because of intentional work by school leaders, counselors, and teachers to focus on helping every single student cross the finish line.
We're looking for themes, whether it be absences or obstacles in the way. What can we clear away? What interventions do they need in order for them to be successful? But it has been a district-wide focus.
And administrators say that focus is leading to more students getting their diploma and ultimately getting a good start on the rest of their lives.
I've had some really amazing teachers that make life very easy here. And my senior year has just been a blast, and I've really enjoyed it.
You can get a close-up look at your own school district's graduation data. We've compiled a list of all our area schools on this story on our website. And on Wednesday, we're going school by school in South Bend, the graduation rates for each high school in our largest school district. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News. We told you Monday, statewide, the graduation rate increased in Indiana about 2.5 percentage points in 2023 from 2022. At our largest school district, South Bend Community School Corporation, the district-wide graduation rate went up 10%. And your official title is?
The proud principal of the Washington High School.
Kennard Robinson is the principal at Washington High School in South Bend, and he takes his job very seriously.
I would say for us, especially in our community, it takes a lot of building relationships with students.
Robinson's philosophy seems to be paying off.
Along with our teachers, our dedicated staff, our administrators, we've done some amazing things here at Washington in just two short years that I know the community, if they knew what the inside perception of Washington is not what the community thinks on the outside.
Washington High School's graduation rate increased in 2023 compared to 2022, and Robinson believes because of the work happening inside Washington now, it will likely increase again with the class of 2024.
It takes a village. Same way the saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. We believe here at Washington, it takes a village to educate a student as well.
Here's a close-up look at graduation rates. District-wide, in 2023, nearly 85% of South Bend seniors graduated. In 2022, about 75% of South Bend seniors got their high school diploma. When we break that down by the district's 4 high schools, look at Washington. 74% of the class of 2022 graduated from Washington High School. Then in 2023, nearly 78%. At Riley High School, the graduation rate increased from 83% in 2022 to 86% in 2023. Adams High School, which has traditionally had higher graduation rates, also saw an increase. In 2022, 88% of seniors graduated, and then in 2023, the number increased to nearly 91%. And a big jump for Clay High School. 66% of the class of 2022 graduated. And then in 2023, nearly 78% of the senior class graduated.
But we really worked hard at a granular approach because this has been nearly a decade that our graduation rates have been stagnant. And this is one of the most important things we do.
South Bend School Superintendent Todd Cummings says the increased graduation rates district-wide are because of,
well, it was focus.
he says that intentional work by school leaders, counselors, and teachers is leading to more students getting their diploma.
We're looking for themes, whether it be absences or obstacles in the way. What can we clear away? What interventions do they need in order for them to be successful? But it has been a district-wide focus.
At Washington High School, that meant focusing on every student.
And we're going over student by student. And I know that's a cliche, you probably heard that before, but we literally go student by student based off my guidance counselor's alphabets. So we try to make sure that we're taking care of all of our students' needs, whether it is the physical, whether it is the academic, or just some of their social emotional needs as well.
Not only is school leadership tracking student data like credits and graduation requirements, but also each senior is assigned a mentor teacher to help them and hold them accountable.
Mine is definitely my science teacher, Miss Connolly. She has just became almost a friend to me. She's just always there, and she challenges me.
Senior Leanna Hudson is about to move on to her next chapter.
I'm going to Ancilla for veterinary nursing, 1 in 20 program. I'm very proud of that.
And she says she has Washington High School to thank for her success.
I've had some really amazing teachers that make life very easy here. And my senior year has just been a blast, and I've really enjoyed it.
And as the principal of the Washington High School, he hopes to see even more students cross the finish line into the rest of their lives. Graduation rates at South Bend's Rise Up Academy and its virtual school also increased in 2023. There are still several months until we know the 2024 graduation rate, but South Bend school leaders believe it will go up again. You can see your own school district's graduation rates on this story on our website. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News. We looked at graduation rates for 20 high schools in Berrien and Cass counties. We found most high schools in Southwest Michigan maintain higher graduation rates than the state average.
I did an art one.
Diamond Dyson is just days away from being handed her high school diploma.
June 1st.
That's when Countryside Academy in Benton Harbor is holding its graduation ceremony. Dyson is a high achiever and has big plans.
And then in August, I'll be going to Central Michigan as a freshman to pursue athletic training.
Dyson is one of about 35 seniors at the rural school.
And that's one of the best parts about being a bit smaller school. You know, we have 174 students in the high school. They know each other, but we also know all of them.
Principal Robert Cook is proud of Dyson and of all the students at this tight-knit school, which is why he's both delighted and frustrated by the school's graduation rate.
So when we look at the state numbers can be somewhat challenging, somewhat misleading.
According to Michigan Department of Education data, Countryside Academy's four-year high school graduation rate was about 81% last year. It was a huge increase from the year before when the graduation rate there was 59%. So a 20% increase in just a year. That's why leaders at the school say this data can be misleading. The graduating class both these years was under 40 students. So a couple students either way can change these numbers dramatically.
Really, our goal here at Countryside is to keep students. When we keep the students here for the 4 years, we graduate them at an incredible rate.
Cook says the school has put new emphasis on credit recovery for struggling students, and it's been intentional about helping students stay enrolled.
And really, when you look at how to improve your graduation rates, it starts you can't look at seniors, you have to look at freshmen. It's a matter of doing a constant process of looking into who's passed what classes, who's falling behind, who's going to be targeted for whatnot. And then you can start setting those goals for who do we want to get into dual enrollment, who do we want to have CTE, who do we want to put in our aviation program. You know, we're trying to identify those people earlier because that also builds that hook, keeps that group together.
The graduation rate at Countryside is about the same as the state average. When we look at other schools across our area, most maintain high graduation rates, even higher than the state average. Most schools in Berrien County graduate more than 90% of their students. Unfortunately, in 2023, Benton Harbor and Coloma both had lower graduation rates than the state average. Benton Harbor had a graduation rate of about 55%. Coloma had a graduation rate of about 75%. In Cass County, all schools except White Pigeon have a higher graduation rate than the state average.
I do think the numbers will be close to what they were last year. But again, what we most focus on is what we can control, which is the students in front of us.
And this year at Countryside, the students are looking toward the future.
And be involved in sports, do the pep rally, go to the games, do student government, because it's what you make it. Your senior year is what you make it.
Administrators tell me senior students in Michigan have until the end of June to make sure they have all their credits to graduate and be included in the class of 2024. You can get a close-up look at all those numbers on this story on our website. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News.